All right. Welcome to Fusing Friday of September 10th, Friday. And so it's the fish update and the show and tell. Let's go to that first one.
There she is.
Yay!
Hi, Diane.
Hi.
So Diane, do you want to tell everybody, because we have people who are not from the Austin area too, kind of what is your background? You've been doing mosaics for a while. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Sure. Yeah, I've been doing mosaics for 18 years. And in the beginning, I was working through Artisan Stained Glass, who some of you may remember used to be next door to Helios over on Anderson Mill Road. So that's how I got exposed to fused glass, and I took some classes with Paul and Karen, and actually also teach some of the hot mosaics classes at Helios. And I've been a professional mosaic artist almost all of those 18 years, because about 2 years in, I created a huge 10-foot guitar in mosaic that did really well in a charity auction. So I sort of began this trajectory as a large scale artist and haven't been able to shake it yet.
I remember, I think one of the first mosaics I ever saw that you did over there were it was a giant egg, I think.
Yeah,
Somebody's
there's two
backyard.
of them. Yeah.
So I'd never seen mosaics that big.
They were monsters. So beautiful.
Yeah, it's
so
crazy.
beautiful.
And interestingly enough, I was just commissioned by the city of Austin to create some large sculptural mosaics along Anderson Mill Road as part of their Art in Public Places program. So pretty soon I'll be kicking that off. And in the little stretch between where Helios used to be and 183, somewhere along there's going to be large sculptural mosaics, maybe more eggs, who knows?
I love the eggs.
Okay. Next slide.
I love the scale, actually getting to see how big that mosaic is with Diane there.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah, it's useful to see the person for scale, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh my God.
So this is the far left panel, 4 feet tall by 6 feet long. And the Helios team had a very fun fish fest today with Diane and her colleague, the mosaic watercolor artist, where we named all the fish.
What?
Yeah, we did.
So fun.
Oh, I just love it. I love it.
The criteria was that they had to have eyes and they had to move in order to be named. Isn't that right?
Right. So we couldn't name the sponge. Or...
No.
Wait, these sound like oh God, what was it? The old iron fuser contest rules.
Didn't name the whirls.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Okay. So
Did Caesar get to keep his name?
yes, he did.
Now Caesar is the crab, right?
He's a crab in the lower right-hand corner. That's Jenny's little crab.
It's my spirit animal.
Who's wearing a salad on his head because he decorates himself with moss and shells and bits and pieces.
Aw.
Yeah.
He's so cool. I love him.
Camouflage.
Exactly. Okay, next one, Kat.
Wow.
So this is the panel that goes in the middle.
Wow.
What did you name the yellowfish with the dots?
We ended up calling her Sunny.
Her. Oh, okay.
Oh,
That's a good name.
Wow.
And the dolphins are Harry, Hermione, and Ron.
Instead of Larry, Moe, and Curly, huh?
Well, it's always been for me, Larry, Curly, and Moe. So I mean,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
there
all
was
a
a
matter of
controversy. We couldn't have that.
Yeah.
no.
Now, Diane, is the background in there, is that glass? Is it, or is that, I think somebody said, is it smalty?
The background, the water is all custom glazed ceramic tile. And they were that was made by a company in Montreal that specializes in that. And I chose that because it's got a slightly different texture and glow and reflective quality than both the smalty, which is used in all the other fish, and the corals and the fused glass. So it creates a special kind of glimmer that I think you'll probably see in the video clips that just made it unique.
Very cool. And I like the little fishies in the middle. Are those the ones with the yellow heads?
yeah.
Obies or something?
Yeah, those are jawfish. They like to hide in the sand and then pop up.
Oh, I see. Kind of like a guppy.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, and then that's the one that Kristine worked on, right? In the lower right, it was the little, were they sponges?
Yeah,
Kind of
yeah,
cool.
the tube sponges. Yeah, and they're amazing. There's another bunch of them on the third panel.
I think she
Wow.
did. Did
Gorgeous
she do
color.
the sea urchins?
She did.
Yeah, she did.
Did. I think those guys are the Jackson 5. Is that what we did?
Jackson 5?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, those little tube sponges turned out really well.
They are just amazing.
Yeah, beautiful. She did such a nice
So
job.
how did you decide which things to do in fused and which things to do in mosaic?
Well, I wanted a balance across the panels, but also lots of the fish and sea life had some really detailed elements that would be difficult to do well in mosaic. So that was a consideration. Like Sunny, the golden trunk fish, it would have been really hard to get all those awesome spots in mosaic. It would have been very, very,
Yeah.
let's see.
So you can delegate that to someone else. Good job.
Right.
Right? I love it. Now, are those, I'm curious, whoever did Sunny, are those, is that a reaction that's making those little circles?
That is Ruche enamel.
Really?
Yeah, the dots are a little raised. They were a tack fuse or a soft fuse, so they were a little raised. And then I got out my trusty dusty calligrapher's pen and I drew around each one of them.
So you were loving the line?
I was loving the line.
Amazing.
Except you had to keep
Yeah, I
your
worked on it.
line really straight.
Can
Can
I
I ask-
do that?
The fish with the blue face,
Yeah,
he has a beautiful quilt on his back.
I know. I love that.
Yeah,
It's
that's
really
a French angelfish, and they're really interesting. The scales actually have like a little yellow tip. The lady at the Coral Reef Outreach Center said it looks like they're dipped in mustard.
Really?
And in order to render that in mosaic, what I came up with was little triangles set in a pattern like a quilt to give the effect of little tips of yellow.
So what was his name?
There's two of them. They're Jacques and Cousteau because they're French angelfish.
Jock's behind him,
Right?
or Cousteau's behind
Yeah.
him.
I'm sorry I missed this party. I didn't even
It
have
was
COVID. I
fun.
could have shown up. Wow. Well, anyway,
Okay, let's
That
look
was fun brainstorming the names. We had a blast.
it
was fun.
Oh, okay, ready?
Okay,
Next.
yeah,
Oh
next
my
one.
goodness. Oh, the layers of color. Oh, wow.
And look at the jellies.
Those are crazy. Weren't those opaline, Kim? Did you guys use opaline?
They were opaline on top of marzipan with powder on both layers.
Oh my God.
For the depth. Yeah, I get it.
Right? And the
Yeah.
turtle. God, the
I know,
So
turtles are
beautiful in person.
What did the turtle get named?
crush.
No. What did we name the turtle? Leonardo and Donatello.
Oh, that's right.
Another turtle in the
Okay.
shadows in the back.
Wow.
I want to see how you signed it down there because I see the 2021. but I don't know what the first two little half circles are.
Yeah, the first two little half circles are the letter D, one in reverse.
Got it.
And the story of that logo is on my website. But in brief, I was adopted at birth. And so my birth name was Dina. And then when I was adopted, my adoptive family named me Dianne.
Got it.
And I've
Oh.
reunited with my birth
Right.
family. And so there's a whole story about
That's a good story. Yes.
and there's some cool sacred geometry in the negative space around it. So it's my logo.
I love it.
Cool.
I love it. Oh, and there's more.
Embedded in there forever.
Right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
So
Oh.
tell me about this blackfish in the middle that's so fancy.
That
It's a
is the
pufferfish.
cowfish.
He's a what? A
A
cowfish?
It's a
cow?
cowfish.
Does it say moo?
Her name is Elsie.
Oh, like the cow.
Oh my God.
We
Look at
worked
the
hard at the
lips
name
on, look
today.
at the lips on that fish. She's coming up to give you a big old kiss.
Wow.
He's
Absolutely.
trying.
You know,
Fish have the best
Oh,
lips.
and look at the little fish down there with the blue spongy stuff peeking
love
out around the corner. Isn't he sweet? Or she?
Yeah,
it a
it's a
lion?
she. She's a balloon fish.
balloon
It's
fish?
One of those
beautiful.
puffy.
Yeah.
What's the name?
Peppa, right?
I think we decided on Peppa.
Peppa.
Wow.
Well, we'll have to all have a resource available to buy the book when it's done.
Yes. And I'm thinking a road trip. I would fly back down from Denver to go on a road trip to go see this.
You got to get rid of COVID first.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Oh,
That
yeah,
is-
it's going into a pediatric surgical area. So I think we will probably have to wait for COVID to dissipate before they'll let us in.
Armando is the
Yay.
lobster.
And didn't you guys do Armando several times? Wasn't Armando?
No, it was the decorator crab that failed the first time, got overfired, lost all the detail.
Caesar.
Yep,
Caesar?
Caesar. AKA lettuce head.
Whoops.
Mhm.
Lettuce head.
Yeah, go back. Yeah, over in the bottom right corner.
I love. Yeah.
That's he's named
He's
Caesar
got
for
lumps
Caesar
of
salad.
seaweed. Yeah, he's got lumps of seaweed and stuff plastered on his head, so it looked like lettuce head.
Right.
So
Oh my
Caesar.
goodness.
So much fun.
Right. Oh, I wish I'd been able to work on this.
Diane, I bet you are so relieved to have this done.
I cannot tell you how relieved I am. You
That
know,
was a
this
big
was a
job.
big thing to make this deadline. So yeah, and I couldn't have done it without the help of over 24 people.
That's really
Who,
cool.
yeah, both
Yeah.
at Helios and other mosaic artists who came to my studio and just helped and helped and helped throughout the whole summer.
This is gorgeous.
Well, it's something to be very proud of for everybody that had a part of it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very
Oh,
proud.
I love it. And
I
you know,
really like that little blowfish down there, though. It's kind
The
of
puffer.
puffer.
Yeah,
The puffer.
yeah,
Oh,
she pulls attention to herself, even though she's shy.
right.
yeah, yeah. She says, "Look at me. I'm hiding,
Yeah.
but
Right.
I'm not."
A lot of people really
Aw.
love that little fish.
Yeah.
What is the name of
As
that?
they should.
What's the real name for the fish with the blue turquoise dots all over it?
See.
Oh, that is a coney grouper.
Oh, that's a
Oh,
grouper.
Uh-huh.
they're angry.
Very
Groupers
pretty.
are very angry.
Yeah. Well,
Telling ya.
not in the mural.
No, this is a happy grouper. but
That's right.
we went
right.
we went scuba diving in Grand Cayman in this old ship, and they said there was a 600-pound grouper down in the bottom that was very angry. So we were told to stay away from that part of the ship. So
Wow.
apparently,
And
you
the
cannot-
little crab in the shell down by Armando. Who did that
Yeah.
one?
I did that.
That's really
That is
cool.
what's she called? I
Sheila.
forget her-
Hermit crab.
the hermit
A
crab.
what?
Thank
Yeah, just a hermit crab.
the hermit crab.
This
Herman.
is so inspirational.
So is its name Herman?
Sheila.
Sheila.
Sheila?
Excuse me.
Ask
Sheila.
Jenny. Ask Jenny.
Yeah.
Jenny,
Yeah, Sheila.
you named her Sheila.
Yeah, because Herman that's too easy. No, and at the time we didn't have many female names, so I decided.
Ah.
And for those of you who might have missed it the first time, all of these fish, with the exception of two little lost clownfish on the first panel, are all present in the Flower Garden Banks coral reef in the Gulf of Mexico, just off the coast of Galveston.
So Nemo isn't?
No, they are a Pacific fish.
Got it.
And but you know, any child looking at a coral reef
They need a
is
Nemo.
going to be able
Yeah.
to have to be able to find Nemo, right?
You have
Right.
So yeah,
Right?
yeah,
Are you naming them and putting them into the storybook?
yeah, absolutely. What did we name them?
I did
Oh,
stare hard to see if one had a smaller fin on one side, but they're hidden behind the coral, so you can't tell.
And then anemone. An anemone.
But we named the clownfish Kimiko and Sakura because they're Pacific fish
Nice.
and might be found in Japan.
But
Oh, they're gorgeous.
Sakura means blossom, and Kimiko, I forget, it was friend.
One was cherry blossom and the other was,
Yeah,
can't remember what the other
maybe
one was.
friend.
I think it's chrysanthemum or something like that.
Oh, that's it. That's exactly what it was. Chrysanthemum.
Oh my. And you know what? I want a puzzle of this. I literally want
oh,
like
that would be a cool idea.
Great idea.
I don't have a big enough table for 6-foot
Right?
panels, though.
But can you imagine if they, you know, they could even make this? I mean, I don't know about the
That's a
copyright
great
thing,
idea.
but to actually, as a fundraising thing, to actually sell puzzles of this that people could actually purchase, and maybe
Right.
that's a way to bring some money
And
in.
sell each panel individually.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's a collector's set or something.
Right.
That's a
Yeah.
cool idea. We'll have to look into that. We're
Yeah.
definitely making a book, as you mentioned, and also looking into like a little activity kit for the waiting room.
Right.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Aw, I love it.
It's an
Yeah.
excellent idea for where it's going. It really is.
It just makes me happy. I miss, in fact, well, you can't see it. I'm wearing my Beach Please t-shirt tonight. So,
So you got a little beach there.
I do.
Yeah.
I actually keep Finding Nemo on my phone for emergencies.
There you
If I'm
go.
having anxiety, I can just bring up Finding Nemo and watch it, and it just kind of brings me back down. So,
Cool. And
Yeah.
you know, the watercolor she did is just beautiful too.
right. Oh my
Right.
goodness. It's so realistic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
stunning.
Oh, so where is the painting? Is anything being done with
Is
the
it-
painting?
Oh, where's it going?
Yeah.
you get-
B has the painting, and we've made prints of it. Helios has a set. They're at the framers right now,
Nice.
and I have a set.
Wow. It's just
So they'll be hanging in Helios down the road.
yay. I have a mat cutter. I just found it.
Oh, yeah.
It's amazing.
You
what
have
I'm
to
finding.
pack to move more often.
Oh, I've got so much stuff. So 18 feet. 18 feet. That's crazy.
72.
Weird.
72 square feet, right, Diane?
Wow.
That's right.
Yeah.
Approximately half-inch pieces.
And you
Wow.
use the same grout everywhere, right?
No.
No, that's an interesting thing.
It's hard to zoom in and see that here.
There are about 8 or 9 different colors of grout, a bunch of shades of grays from the very lightest at the top to black down at the bottom of the watery area,
Let me see if
and
I can
then a few custom colors as well.
Got it.
I don't know. That
And it's meant to look just seamless, like you don't really notice the grout. But
Right.
if it was all the same color, you would notice it is too dark at the top and too light at the bottom.
Right.
I get it. Yeah, the depth. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I get it. Yeah, that's why I asked, because I thought it would be hard to make it all be one. But when I zoomed in, it's a little fuzzy, so I couldn't really tell.
Mhm.
Wow.
Right.
It is so beautiful in person. You know, these pictures do not even remotely convey how dynamic it is in
Yeah.
person. It just so flows. It is really
Yeah.
beautiful.
I love the gradation of the water. It's just
Yeah, me too.
kind of, it's peaceful. So, oh, it makes me happy. Yeah, and this app, details, yay.
Oh, I love the bubbles too.
Yeah,
There's
the bubbles
tunnel.
indicate there's a diver hiding behind the reef somewhere.
Got it. Somewhere.
Oh.
And here you can see how the glazed tiles that make up the water are
Yes.
a slightly different, have a slightly different reflective quality.
Intentionally.
Yep.
Right.
That's nice.
That's one pretty turtle.
It's a gorgeous turtle.
Mhm.
So, yeah, I do love that texture on all that ceramic tile, though. That's gorgeous.
It is beautiful.
Oh, we get to see him close up.
Yeah, and he's got 24 karat, or she's got 24 karat gold spikes in a few different
Wow.
shades.
She's pretty rich.
Made in Italy. Yeah, the same
Wow.
kinds of material that would be used in like cathedrals and churches and the Vatican.
She's so adorable.
He is adorable.
Did you have the gold inlays in your stash, or did you have to go find them?
Oh, I had them in my stash.
They're really cool. They work
You'd
really
be
well.
amazed at what I have in my stash.
So when can we come look at that? I'm just curious.
Yeah.
For a
right?
friend.
I have a whole box of
Yeah.
gold.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, and it's in this picture too, you can see the depth of those sponges too.
Yeah, the sponges are so awesome.
quite
Kristine did a
dimensional.
great job.
Yeah, it almost looks like the centers are hollow. That's amazing too.
Yeah.
Wow.
They worked hard on that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she did a great job.
Gigantic Murini, Kat.
What's that?
They're gigantic Murini.
Wow.
Yeah.
With some powder.
She came up with a really smart way of doing this.
That's awesome. Wow. And then Dianne, that's the smalty. Is that what that is right there?
It is.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Yeah, and I had a dream one night about how to render this balloon fish. So, it showed me how to use the gold and such. So, there you go.
Oh,
It's really convenient when you have dreams and visions
Yes.
and flashes of inspiration. It
I'm
saves
sure you had
so
a
much
lot of
time.
fish dreams. I'm sure you dreamt about fish almost every night.
Oh yeah. Yep.
fish are friends, not food.
Especially that cute little fish.
He's so cute. See, I'm just saying that would make a cute little puzzle. Maybe 48 pieces, something for the
It
little.
would be a good puzzle.
It
Yeah.
sure would.
Wow. Oh, see those lines. That's some patience right there, Kim.
No kidding.
So now, Kim, too, another question that I have, because this is sort of outside your comfort zone of working. Looking at it, I would have never guessed this was Kim Brill. So,
I really didn't know much about powder before we started.
really?
Not much.
Now you do.
I do. Now I do. And the first fish are definitely not as good as the last fish. But next time Dianne calls because she needs powder fish, I'm on it.
Sweet. I think you just worked yourself into another job.
Absolutely. I know when people see this, they're going to want fish murals.
I was just thinking in the new house, that shower is awfully boring with that plain tile.
Yeah.
I'm feeling a Photoshop moment coming on, but
There
anyway.
you go. It's cool.
Oh, and then the fan. That's, whoops, let me get over here.
And what are the little black fish with the dots on them?
Oh, those are the juveniles of the yellow trunk fish.
Oh, that's their baby.
And on the reef, they're about the size of little dice, and they call them bumblebees.
Oh.
And they have really, really cute names.
Uh-oh, what are
Yeah.
the names?
Go ahead.
Well, one is Buzz.
Okay.
One is Honey. Diane, what's the last
And
one?
bee.
And Bumble.
For
Bubble.
bumblebees. Bumble, Buzz, and Honey.
Oh.
Yep.
Because they're bumblebees.
Yeah,
Yeah, and their mom is Sunny.
No.
so cute.
It's so
It
beautiful.
is cute.
And I just have to say that oh, that was my dog. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
He's
Pay
so
attention to your animal.
He wants carrots. Oh no, I said the word. Sorry.
Uh-oh, out loud. Now you're in trouble.
I may have to go get him carrots in a minute. But yeah, I can't believe the detail in that. Is that a fan, Diane, over there?
Yeah, it is. And yeah, there's a lot
Really
of
cool.
detail.
Right?
So I had a team of people
Cross-eyed
cutting up
doing
those
that.
little thin long rectangles, and then Beatrice and I actually put that together over a weekend, and yeah, it was hard.
It was bad. Wow.
Imagine. I totally imagine.
Okay, here, I'm going to go to the next slide and then I've got to go deliver
Go
carrots.
get a carrot, would you?
Yeah, because the little monster here is wanting some carrots.
He's not going to give in.
No, he's not giving in.
Jenny, did you do this crab too?
No, I
Jen?
cut it, but Kim did all the powder.
So cute.
And I don't know if you can see the detail on those two little orange and white fish, but there's some beautiful layered, subtle elements.
Almost like
in
iridescent,
those
huh?
fish. Yeah,
Mhm.
you can
Yeah.
sort of see the shadows in the white area
Yes, you can.
indicate
Yeah.
the scales.
And look at the eyeballs.
They're staring at the
Cute-
crab,
Cute
aren't they?
little eyeballs.
And interestingly enough, those are the juvenile version of the fish on your right.
Really?
So as they mature, they become that kind of colorful.
Mm.
I'd really like to see them when they're halfway in between.
Yeah, right? I know. It's like, how do they make this transition?
It's not even related. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
Crazy.
It's just to hide them down underneath so nobody will get them while they're itty bitty.
Yeah, yeah. It's all about survival, right?
Right. What is their mom's name?
Polly. She's
Polly?
a parrotfish.
So what'd you name the babies then?
Ritz and Saltine.
Polly wants a cracker, so they named the fish crackers.
I like that. That's adorable. I love the crab. It
And
looks like,
who's the yellow guy on the right there with the freckles?
Well,
Yeah.
that would be.
Goose.
What is the real name?
Oh, he's a puffer fish.
Thank you. Oh, like the little guy? Different
Well,
than the little
there's
guy.
a gander in there too.
Yeah. From what I've been able to research, puffer fish and balloon fish are all sort of the same kind of genre,
Got it.
but different varieties.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
beautiful. Okay, you ready?
Ready.
Yay!
There he is. Armando and Sheila.
Hmm.
Yeah, and the detail work on both of those creatures is just amazing.
Amazing. Oh, and you can see the different grouts here, can't you? Is that what I'm seeing?
Yeah, yeah, you
Diane?
can. So the little yellow fish was grouted in yellow to unify it. And then you can see some of the darks and lights in the other areas.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah.
You can see the purples and the greens. So do those have the different grout colors?
Yeah, they do. And the brain coral, I actually grouted with a lighter gray at the top and a darker gray at the bottom to
wow.
help create that sense of shadow and light.
Light to dark, yeah.
Beautiful.
Hmm.
I never thought about the grout. I kind of always use the same color grout, so I think I'm
Yeah,
missing
well, you
that.
can't go wrong with a medium gray, but
Mm.
I knew that it would be more effective if we had a range. And the idea is that people don't even notice the gray. It just sort of blends in and it makes sense.
Yeah. No, it turned out beautifully. Okay, you ready for the next one? Oh.
There he is. There she is.
Mm.
What's the little yellow fish with a cute little pattern on its back?
Who did the eye on this one? That eye is beautiful.
On the which
On
one?
the grouper?
Oh yeah, that may have been Kristine.
Mm.
Yeah,
She
Kristen
made
did
eyes,
all the
didn't
eyes.
she? Yeah.
Yeah, she did all the
Yeah.
eyes.
That's beautiful.
So the
Is that
tiny
what-
yellow one is Pee-wee.
Oh,
Pee-wee?
he's cute.
Aw. Hmm.
And the grouper, oh, right, that was Shirley. There's another grouper on
Oh,
the
that's
other
right. We have
channel
Laverne and
named
Shirley.
Laverne.
All right. Oh, it's gorgeous. Okay.
Mm.
Here we go. Jellies.
Jellies.
Mm. Well,
That was a lot of work, wasn't it, Jenny?
So beautiful.
I don't ever want to see the ring saw again.
Well, that's because it's at my house now.
I think we have to thank Jenny for taking one for the team on that one because these turned out
No
really
kidding.
cool.
They're
Yeah, really.
exquisite. And let me tell you, it was no picnic working out those tiles around all
I
those.
bet it- Yes, I imagine.
I bet.
I imagine.
Right? Oh, wow. Okay. No, oh, that is some
Funny.
precise line work. Oh. Mm.
Somebody's tired.
Uh-oh.
Wow. Oh, we haven't seen this one up close yet.
Oh, look at the seahorses.
Oh,
Oh, look at the little blackfish in there too. What's the seahorse name?
Sheldon.
And the little black fish is a damselfish named Freckles.
ah,
Cute, cute.
And
That's a good
Laurie
name.
did some just exquisite work on those fan corals. You can see
It's
the
amazing. Yeah.
background color is nuanced according to the colors behind it.
Well, I'm very
The
grateful to
violets, the
Kim
blues,
for
the greens.
having helped me figure out how to make the coral go forward or backward based on the shading. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
that turned out nicely. Oh, and I love Caesar. Caesar's amazing.
Caesar
Mm.
has a shell. Did you see the shell on Caesar?
I did.
He's hiding himself. Look at his claws. He's hiding himself underneath the shells.
Wow. He turned out so cute. Turned out adorable. Is that a pipefish? Oh,
It's a trumpet fish.
gotcha.
The eel-like one?
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. Winton.
Winton, that's right.
Ah. Wow. And all those round pieces on the pinkish coral. Is that coral up there?
Yeah, yeah. So those are the kinds of things that my team of trusty mosaic artists did. They cut all those little circles and then ran them through the grinder to round
wow.
them out.
Oh my God.
Hours of work.
Wow.
Yes. Wow. That's insane. Oh, and there's your fish. There's your fish, Gail.
Cowfish?
Is that
Is that what they called it? Cowfish?
Of course.
Look at her eyelash
Yeah.
hanging out the front there.
This makes me want to go diving. When's the Helios diving?
Yes.
A dive
Yes.
trip? I think we need to go to
Yes.
Flower Gardens.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a Texas Monthly issue out right
Yes.
now with a story about the flower garden bank.
Mm. Mm. Oh boy.
It's amazing. If you knew, it would be interesting to see exactly with everybody's work, how many hours went into this. It would
I'm
probably
going
be
to
in a,
compute that, so stay tuned. It's going to be a lot.
yeah, I'm sure it is. Because I know what went into some of the little pieces alone.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I'm sure.
I would say a gazillion.
That's about right. In a
Yeah.
perfect world, this would have taken over a year and just about 2.5 months
Wow.
to create it. So it was a lot of hands together to make this happen. It was a true community effort.
What's the little blue thing in the sponge there?
Those are Christmas tree
Sandworms?
worms.
Yeah.
Worms? Yeah.
Yeah.
They create a little spiral that looks like a Christmas tree.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Very cool. Oh, I think it's nice too, just because, you know, everybody's been on lockdown for so long, and this seemed like something that brought the community together again, which was nice.
Mhm.
Kind of that chance to
I love the watercolors. They're just beautiful.
right.
Yeah, yeah.
Close the mural. I'm not
But-
taking anything away from the mural, but
Yeah, the mural wouldn't have been what it was without Bee's watercolors.
right.
And I hired her very early on in the process because I knew I couldn't do anything like this myself. That's not my strong point.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Watercolor is something that I have never, ever been able to do. So.
Part of doing something well is knowing the people to have in your toolbox.
Right. Oh, there's a video.
Oh, here's a video.
Can you guys see the video?
I see the air conditioner.
Nice.
This gives a different perspective of it. There's a squid down there.
But I also had, you know, 20, 25 people working.
Wow.
Look at those quilt fish. Those are so cool.
Oh my goodness. So you can see the dimension here
Yes.
very nicely. Sounds like a party.
We threw
They're all
together a
in the
little
background while they were
impromptu
recording.
unveiling. Yeah. So a bunch of people came out to see them.
I have a little logo.
Wow.
Will do.
I know the sea creature we're missing though.
What one?
We're missing a mantis shrimp.
It stands for my first name. I was
Are they in the Gulf?
given up.
I don't know where they are.
My name is Dina.
This is except for the clownfish. This is all
Is it?
Gulf of Mexico, I think.
What I created. And the
Yeah,
negative
yeah.
creates a torus, which is a
Right.
sacred geometry symbol.
Yeah, when we were researching, discovering that there were coral reefs in the Gulf of Mexico, it just made sense to create a mural based on those.
It's really
Mhm.
cool.
That's what my signature is.
Yeah. Let's see.
No, it's on my website, but then.
Okay, I'm looking it up.
The explanation paragraph.
Is this your video, Jenny?
Yeah, this is me very inelegantly trying to, you know, squat as I get down to the bottom of it. So forgive the jiggly camera work.
It's cool.
Yeah, that's hard to do,
It's
Jenny. I
really
know I
cool.
wouldn't attempt it.
This yellow trunk.
Oh,
It only appears in the flower garden wreaths. It doesn't appear
That's
anywhere.
really cool.
So
right.
they said, you definitely have to have that one. Oh, yeah.
Oh, there's another turtle, but he doesn't have an eyeball. Does he get a name?
Species.
Oh,
The
the
blue
second
turtle?
turtle?
The blue one?
Yeah, he does, because in theory, he has one.
Yes.
Donatello.
Yeah. Oh, there.
Wow.
Yeah, they're Ninja Turtles.
Aw. Okay, I have figured out 2 reasons why the mantis shrimp should not be included. It says they're called sea locusts. They're also known as thumb splitters because of the animal's ability to inflict painful wounds if handled incautiously.
Wow.
Mhm.
They attack and kill prey by spearing, stunning, or dismembering. Not appropriate for the mosaic, definitely.
Yeah, they nixed a lot of things, actually. Yeah, they would have certainly nixed them, but also the hammerhead sharks, which aren't terribly dangerous, but they are sharks.
Right.
And the manta rays, which also aren't terribly dangerous, but they look scary. So, you know,
Oh, right.
things like
For
that.
the kids.
Right.
Yeah.
Everybody's a
And, you know,
friendly
we
fish
wanted
in
to
that.
create a peaceful atmosphere for the hospital.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, people are coming there, they're in a pediatric surgery area. Yeah, they're stressed out.
Right.
Oh,
So
yeah.
this creates something comforting.
Yes.
I love
And
it.
the whole shape of the coral reef with the raised sides
Yeah.
also creates a sense of protection.
Oh,
And that was done purposefully for not only the people who are coming, but also the reef, because
right.
reefs are endangered.
And the sunlight does an amazing play on it here with its
Oh,
light
right.
where it's hitting.
Yes.
I wonder where it's going to show in the building if it will get
Oh.
sunlight on it periodically,
No, it won't.
way
It
in the
won't,
center.
unfortunately. But wasn't this like a beautiful surprise? Yeah, we just looked for a place where we could set them out for our impromptu unveiling thing. And yeah, the dappled sunlight just created a magical effect.
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
Wouldn't it be cool if there was a light source that you could get that actually mimicked, you know, the rays under the water?
Yeah.
It kind of gave it some motion, even though I mean, it's already got a lot of motion to it, but
But you mean light and darks, different, like what the sun's doing.
yeah, like if it was kind of somehow projected up where it sort of looked like the rays under the water. Interesting. Okay, ready for the
Have
next
they,
one?
Diane, have they received it yet?
Not yet. The crates are currently being built, custom built
Oh.
crates, and then it'll be delivered to the framers who will build the framework, and then they'll get installed. So I'm guessing that'll all take about a month.
So what will the frame look like, Diane? How is that going to be framed?
It's a sort of matte, silvery, metallic thing, and they wanted a lip on the frame, so it'll look like they're framed like a wall hanging.
Nice.
All
Which-
together though, not three individuals.
No, that
That-
would,
Yeah.
The frame will be around the outside of the three pieces together.
No, each individual one, and each
Got it.
individual panel will be about 3 feet apart on the corridor wall.
oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Got it.
So it'll look like windows into a aquarium.
An aquarium, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That would be
It'll
cool.
create a cool effect.
Yeah,
Beautiful. Okay.
it is beautiful.
Oh, here's more video.
Very cool.
Wow. Wow.
Something to be amazingly proud of, everybody that had anything to do with it.
Yeah. Oh, I see the other turtle now.
Yeah, up there.
Yeah, depends on the light. We created a couple of one of the turtles and one of the dolphins in sort of shadow using
Yes.
the ceramic tiles.
Nice.
Just gives a little interest, a little depth.
Let's see. I think this one might also be another video. Oh, and that
How many,
was
how many seahorses were there?
3.
bless you.
Yeah, so some of our helpers.
Name
Oh,
the
Oh,
people
there
I know,
they
Diane.
go. On the truck.
Yeah.
oh. Wow.
Amazing.
Do you know how heavy they are, Diane?
Just over 100 pounds. I estimated about 100, but the guys who were carrying them said, no, these are a little more than that.
Oh, love
I
it.
bet they had fun carrying them.
Yeah, they were awesome. I hired
Excited about it, I mean, fun.
Yeah, I hired a art moving company because I didn't want to take any chances at all.
Mm.
You know, it's not like you can just load them in the back of a pickup truck and
And say, we're
drive them down to
here.
Houston.
Right?
Right.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know, I know that they'll have TLC on the way from here to there. Because that's a big
Right.
deal, you know, transporting art, as you know, with fused
Down a
glass.
bumpy road.
Oh,
Yeah.
Right, right.
It's a
Oh.
whole
Right.
art. There's an art to moving glass.
I remember an iron fuser where I wrapped up my art piece to take it to the studio and I heard it plink in the passenger seat.
Oh,
I know, look
that
at
didn't sound good.
everybody cringes when I say that. Not the dreaded plink.
That's not the sound you want.
I
No.
shipped glass to Bullseye some years ago and they provided me with a PDF on how to pack the glass. It was 7 pages long.
Seriously?
Oh,
It was.
wow.
Yes, it was.
Oh my God. I was packing up some of my glass pieces to take to Colorado. And I had one of those that I guess it almost looks like kind of a sea anemone, but it's a drape. And so it has like all the little fingers. I think it was one of Paul's books. I have no
Right.
idea how to wrap that thing to be able to transport it.
I can help you with that.
Can you? We'll
Yes.
talk later.
Yes.
I thought the only thing I could think of was packing peanuts, but anyway,
They shift, so you have to be careful with that.
gotcha. Yeah, so I'll be careful, but I was some of my delicate pieces from like Alicia Lomne's class, it's we have to be really careful with. Anyway, so ready for show and tell?
They may go up in the car with you.
Yeah, I've got them in a bin that is marked delicate, which for Bobby means it goes to the bottom of the stack. So you have to watch him on stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I love this one. Jenny, talk
Jenny,
to us.
that's
Oh, I
stunning. that
remember Jenny's
background.
toucan.
Yeah, this is my piece from Tim Carey's class. As I say, I feel like I failed the assignment a bit because I didn't do a portrait. I just don't feel my artistic skills are up to that. But I could do a toucan. I took a line drawing off the internet and manipulated a little bit in Photoshop to get a slightly different look on the toucan. But the main piece in the background is one full slider from the class. I was originally intending to break it up, but the piece came out pretty much perfect. A lot of the brown is a mistake. I was in a big rush to do this, and I thought, oh, I'm doing greens, you know, so I can throw this yellow on here without a problem.
Right.
Except that a couple of greens are copper, and they reacted with the yellow, so the brown it ended up being a happy accident. I think it worked perfectly for, you know, a jungle sort of scene.
Right.
And then I really like how his body turned out. That was another slider I had done. So that was my piece from Tim Carey. I just got to figure out how to display it at home. Haven't quite figured that out yet because it really needs a light behind it. This is a picture taken off of a light box.
Do you
Maybe,
think you'll do one, Jenny?
What?
Do you think you'll do another Tim Carey
I
inspired?
think someday I may. I'm debating, you know, do I want to do some on my own art instruction to, you know, attempt a face or a portrait, or do I want to, you know, do more of something like this? I don't know, but I really like the sliders.
I
So
didn't mean to do that. Sorry.
no, it's fine. But I really love how the sliders come out. I just need to think about it a little bit more since they are kind of expensive to make. And I don't have a kiln, so I'd have to do it at the studio anyway.
Now, for those of us who are unenlightened, because slider is a new term for me, kind of without sharing the secrets of it, can you describe kind of what that means?
It's kind of stacking up glass and firing at an angle so the glass slides down a bit, so it mixes and mingles a little bit more than, or stretches out, I should say. It doesn't so much mix and mingle as it stretches out a little bit more than if you just fired it flat.
Oh, cool. Was that part of his class, or is that a technique that there's like an online course?
That's part of his class.
It is part of his class. Okay, good. Cool.
Jenny, I have a question about the branch that the
Yeah,
toucan is
that's
on.
a,
Was
yeah,
that part of the
was-
slider? Did you add it?
that I added that. That was that branch, and then there are some others that are kind of faded in the background, or another technique in the class called icicles, or I don't know, something like that. But it's basically a frit technique.
Mhm.
And I made those purposely to become branches, and one just kind of fit perfectly. I actually used it to hide on that one. The way I did it is the slider is all one piece, and then I kind of cut the toucan form out of it and built the toucan in there. And so that big branch there is actually hiding a cut line.
Brilliant.
That is
Totally
gorgeous.
works.
It does. All right, you ready for the next one?
Right.
There we go. Kirsten.
They made a rock.
No.
Lovely.
the
I
sailboat.
know. I know.
Hmm,
That's cool.
that is
Like
beautiful.
that.
Where is
Am I
Kirsten?
muted?
Oh,
Yes, you were
that's
muted.
right. That's right.
I
Thank
think it's your roofers are banging on it.
I know. I've turned it on and off so many times that can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Okay.
What is
All right.
this?
So the one on the left is I've been wanting to do sailboats for a very long time, and I just kind of struggled with. I wanted it to be a rock on the bottom that just kind of anchors the boat, and this was embarrassingly about 2 years in the development phase in order to figure out how to attach a mast to a rock. Now that I did it, it's like, oh, okay, but really it took a long time to figure out how I was going to do that. So that's the part of this that I'm most pleased with, is the problem solving of it. I think that design, where one facet comes to another is it's just a real tricky thing as far as being an artist is concerned. So anyway,
I have
there's
a question
that.
for you, Kirsten. Is that a pot mill of some sort?
No, it's Murini that's been compressed.
Excuse, got it. It's really beautiful.
Yeah, thanks.
That
And
is-
the leaves are stunning. I love those.
Yeah, thanks. So that was another thing that I kind of got into doing during quarantine. It was my I've wanted to do leaves as well, and I came up with that. I'm really pleased. That picture doesn't show that they're very uneven. They kind of have undulating sides. So, you know, for a simple little leaf, there's not a lot of glass, but there is a heck of a lot of kiln time in it. So my next challenge is what to do with them now that I have them.
How big are they, Kirsten?
They're anywhere between about 2 inches to maybe at the biggest 3.5, almost 4 in length, and then width-wise maybe 1.5 to 2.5, 2 3/4 inches in width.
Wow. When I first saw it, I thought jewelry. It's
Yeah.
kind of
Of course you did.
okay. I know, Laurie.
Golly.
So,
I always,
so what kind of jewelry, Kat, comes to mind for you?
I would bezel set it actually. If it were smaller, I think a bezel set piece like that would be really, really
Mm.
beautiful. So just to kind of frame it because it's like a little piece of art, wearable art.
Yeah.
I tell Lori that kind of thing and it makes her cringe because she hates jewelry. So, but it's kind of fun to tell.
Yeah, they're just really a lot of fun to do. Again, it's just like how to market them. What's the design language for it in order to get out of it what I want to get out of it
Yeah.
from a dollar perspective. So we'll see.
Sounds
Ideas
like
are
a-
welcome.
Yeah, they look gorgeous.
Lovely.
Very lovely. All right. So you ready? Next one. There we go.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh.
So
Okay, this this is a piece that I entered in a juried art exhibit that I've been entering for the last 3 years. And the first 2 years they accepted my work. And so I felt I had to do something a little bit more eye-catching because I'm competing with oil paintings and watercolors. So this piece is about 24 inches wide,
Wow.
about 15 inches high, roughly. So do you have the other slides that I sent?
yes,
Yes,
Could
there,
you-
I see
could you
another
start
one.
with the one with the kiln,
Let's see, I can,
probably
There
the
it
last one. Yeah,
is it this one?
this is the picture on the left is 24 by 24 white tecta. And I
Okay.
drew what they call Zentangles,
Yeah.
which is, you know, artistic doodling on the sheet with black enamel. And no particular rhyme or reason, just I put the patterns together. And when it came out of the kiln, I cut the sheet in half. So it was 24 by 12. And then I cut up strips and put them on a weaving mold. So the picture on the right are the molded strips, or some of them anyway. Can we go to the next picture?
Let's see, there was that first one. You want the second one?
Yeah, okay, so I had a lot of extra molded strips.
Oops, did I go back again?
No, this was the primary, oh, the first one.
That one right there?
This was the primary piece. And when I first put the strips together, there was too much dark area. It kind of drowned out the piece. So I eliminated most of those and used only pieces that had a lot of just black and white lines. And then the leftover pieces, which would be the next slide.
Oops. That one right there?
Yeah, those are the leftover pieces. And, you know, there's a lot of black, solid black, but it kind of balances itself out.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so I didn't get accepted to the show.
Oh,
I didn't
no.
get past the jury.
Oh.
Well, you know, I don't really always expect to, because they pick a gallery owner or a art professor who usually knows nothing about glass and has no appreciation for it. The
Yeah.
first 2 times, I think I was just lucky. So, so that's the story with this piece.
That's beautiful though.
Thanks.
do you say your name Cuddler?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
I think it's beautiful work, Richard, and I really like the one with the deep, rich, heavy blacks.
yes.
This one.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, I'm going back and forth.
I would keep submitting them to additional shows because
Yeah.
they're exquisite.
Thank you.
This is beautiful. And you know, the thing that I really like, especially on this one, is like that there's open areas.
Yeah, I
Uh-huh.
I
know.
think because I'm always so symmetrical and it's got to be like exact all the way across.
Yeah,
I love this. This is playful.
yeah, thank you.
How would you mount that, Richard? Did you mount those at all, or?
Yeah, they're in a gallery now.
Good.
I took a piece of square acrylic tubing.
Mhm.
I think it's 1-inch square tubing, and I glued it to the back in an area where it was solid,
Right.
where there were no spaces. And I usually cut a like a trough out of the bottom of the tubing, approximately in the middle, so that when they hang it, they can move it to the left or right a little bit to balance.
Nice. That's beautiful.
Thank you.
That sounds like a great hanging strategy.
I know,
Oh, and
right?
there's also a lower tube to keep it away from the wall, so it floats.
Gotcha.
Mm.
Very cool.
Thank you.
All right. Oh, I love that. All right, let's see. Sandy. Is Sandy
Sandy
out there?
with us? I don't know Sandy. She sent this through the Fusing Friday Facebook group.
Yes,
Oh,
I
Sandy.
was just now able
Hi
to
there.
make one of your meetings.
Oh, good. Well, welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for submitting some pictures.
Well,
Right.
thank you.
Oh, nice.
The angel on the left is a pate de verre or a cast piece
Right.
from a mold. I did not make the mold, but I had to change the mold so that I could cast the wings and the body separately and then attach them.
Oh,
Mhm.
nice.
And then on the right are my just a pair of earrings that I had recently found a good picture of, and so I sent that just
Oh,
to say hello.
those are beautiful. I love the dichro. It's dichro, isn't it?
There's some dichro in it, yes.
Oh, that's nice. There's a lot of movement in there. Those are really pretty.
Well, thank you.
Oh, very cool. So do you wear them? Is it, or did, you said that you finally found a picture of them. Did you give them as a gift or
Oh,
sell
no,
them? Or?
I made quite a few of them, and I wear them from time to time.
Oh,
These
wow.
were just two that I had photographed to see if I could get a good photograph of the colors and the. I still didn't get the glow that I was looking for, but
Right.
it's a one earring from one set and one earring from another set, just for color purposes.
Right. Oh, the colors are beautiful.
Thank you.
You are speaking cat's language.
Oh, I know, right? I'm like, ooh. See, Laurie, there's some jewelry. So I'm good. I'm going to get Laurie to do jewelry someday. It is a goal. So these are beautiful, Sandy, though. I love, yeah, the colors are just wonderful. It's like little aquariums if you think about it.
Oh, I hadn't thought about that.
There's a little fish down there. See the orange fish with the eye? Mhm.
Sure is.
It's like reading clouds.
There's almost anything that you want to see in there.
Right? Oh, I love it. Okay, we have Sandy's got another one. Ooh, and I love these.
I had to show when the first book I bought from Paul was Optic Topics, even though he didn't write it.
Right.
I finally got around to making it because it was so precise, which I'm not. And the bird on the right is an oyster catcher that a friend of mine took a photograph of, and I had to paint it. So that's a painted piece.
Wow. How big is that one, Sandy?
The one on the right?
Yeah, the bird.
I cut it down to about 8 by 8.
Oh, wow. Wow. Are you a painter? Is that your background?
I have been, yes. I've painted in a lot of different media, starting with China painting.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when I learned to love a kiln.
Oh, he's lovely. What kind of bird? Do you know what kind of bird it is?
It's an oyster catcher.
Oyster catcher.
Mm-hmm.
He's beautiful. Oh, I'm envious. I can't paint. I try.
Yeah, me neither.
Oh, cool. Very cool. All right, ready for the next one?
Yes.
See, we got Terry.
Oh, cool.
Very cool. Sears.
Terry is a Facebook friend of mine. We've never
Yeah.
met. I believe she is from the Bay Area. And I asked if this was Pat DeVere, but she didn't write back to me, but I believe it is. I assume it is.
Yes, I've
Yeah.
seen her work on Facebook,
Mm-hmm.
and it is Pat Bear.
It's just
Those are-
beautiful.
I love the colors. They're so happy.
If you ever need more fish, Diane, we could sort of.
I love those. Yes, indeed.
They
Right?
lovely.
There's like at
Christine
least,
and I were just talking about a new hot mosaics class with a underwater theme. So
Ooh.
yeah, absolutely. I want to make
There's
one of
some-
those.
the center part, there's some depth there down underneath the,
Yeah. Yeah, just a bit.
yeah.
She has done her work with powders, and she has layered one powder in one color and layered in another color, and then fired it. It's from a mold that
Right.
I've used quite a bit.
Wow. Yeah, I'm looking at it looking for undercuts there.
It's a
So,
wonderful group. I'd like to see a wall full of like 100 of them.
right?
I mean, I'm assuming that they're, a few inches across.
They're about 2 inches, close to 2
Oh,
inches.
smaller.
that was going to be my guess. Was
Okay.
about that.
Yeah, they're just lovely.
They are lovely. I love Pat DeVere.
I was hoping she would join our meeting so that we could say hello.
I know, right? Gosh, I don't know who this artist is.
So this was my first Tim Carey
Really?
approach. Yeah. It was a learning experience. It's an extremely challenging way to approach the work. So
Wow. I'm looking
the
at
Facebook.
What's that?
I'm sorry.
Oh, just yeah. Go ahead.
I didn't hear you, Kat.
Oh, I said go ahead.
Oh, there's a Facebook group for people who are taking this class, and there's a lot of frustration, and people are, I think, really struggling with it, but they're also very challenged and inspired by it. And some folks now are coming back with their second and third and fourth attempts, and people seem to be finding their way to work with it. These are really thick pieces, and I think that just logistically, it's hard to work with glass that is 2 and often 3 layers thick, just in terms of cutting it and finishing it and making it fit the shape.
Right. I like that subtle pattern in the background though, Kim, where you've got, there's like some tiny blue lines. I don't know if it's coming across on Zoom. That's really,
That's 2 layers of glass that are kind of mosaic together with powder in between. So that I had a little bit of a, a very faint grout kind of line.
right.
Because I wasn't going to make it seamless. So I may as well, just let it be what it is.
Right. I love that you're going outside your comfort zone.
Definitely.
Because I think it turned out really nicely. So
It has the look of a boutique.
It does.
you're
doesn't it?
right.
Yeah.
Or kind of silk painting. I
Yeah,
guess. But the colors are just so luminous. Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking it's sort of graffiti-like too.
Yeah.
Well, I don't draw real well, Diane, but I can make nice lines. And so I just sort of, I told Jenny, I looked at it like a coloring book. I wanted to fill spaces that were described by lines. And so I wasn't worried about modeling, making things move backward and forward in space. It's just flat color defined by lines. Because doing a face or doing something realistic was never going to happen.
Yeah. I think all the colors in the body, they were amazing. Kind of how you have that layering of color. Just really,
Yeah, well, that's
really
the
pretty.
sliders. The sliders are absolutely magical. I've made like 10 of them.
Have you really?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, they're great fun.
Might have to take a look at that. All right, you ready for your next one? Was this from the same class?
This is my next iteration of that technique.
Gotcha.
Wow.
So again, it's kind of a coloring book approach. It's you know, colored pieces that are definitely not shaded or I mean they're flat, and they will have lines. My very last firing will be putting enamel lines on everything.
Of course.
So the fun part is over, and now I'm doing the grunt work of filling in all the spaces.
Oh, I love it. I love the colors. The colors are just so bright. So
Yeah, she's coming along. It's look very tedious. It's tedious work.
well worth it. Anybody else want a font on their computer that's Kim Brill's writing? Keep trying to convince her.
Oh, that's cool. Did you make, I didn't know there was a thing for that.
What, to make your own font?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's laborious because you have to turn each letter into a vector graphic. And then you assign it to the keys, pain in the butt, but you'd only have to do it once.
Yeah.
But it's still too much work, right?
I've never done it.
There are even some sites online where you print out a piece of paper and then you go through and you actually write the letters and then you scan it and put it back up and it turns it into a font. But this, to do a proper Kim Brill font, it would be much more complicated. But I want to type like Kim Brill. I mean, my handwriting's awful these days.
I'd love to.
I know, Kim, think about that. We'd pay money. And then Laurie, I love, this is really cool. Was this from the same class, Laurie? No, I love the colors on this one, Laurie. I mean, your colors up there at the top where you've got the greens and the oranges and all of that that's going on at the top. That's absolutely gorgeous. And I love it with the blue. But I think, Kim's our color person, but
I'll be what she hates are the ears.
is that it?
Yeah.
Right.
Not knowing your expectation, it's a fantastic abstract composition of the portrait of your creature.
Yeah. And I love the
I
color.
have to love you for that.
And I love how like the red, the red of the tongue, I believe is, it's kind of, it's repeated. I think that's one of the things that I like. You can see it's repeated, under the chin, up at the top. I think that's nice. So I think it's fun. How thick is this piece, Laurie? Is this a single thickness or?
Oh God, no, it's like almost half an inch.
Yeah. Oh my God. It's really, I think that it has some nice depth and I think it's fun. So I think it's a success. Let's see. Do you have another one too? Now I love this one. I think we've seen this one.
I do love these.
Oh yeah. Cause this one was in person up at the studio for a while, wasn't it?
Yeah, they're still there.
That is gorgeous. And was it Irid? The frit, was that Irid frit?
Well, no, I mean the one on the right is just strictly flow, where you've got French vanilla and this white.
Yeah.
And the one on the left, it's mostly just fret.
There's a bunch of fret, I was gonna say.
Yeah, the frit is nice. Yeah. Because I think it's very much, and see, there's that theme I always say, we're drawn to water, right?
I'm always drawn to water.
I am too. Let's see, you've got another one in here too.
This was a very interesting dynamic in that folks look at sheets of glass and they think, okay, what am I going to do with this?
Right.
And they say, I can't do anything with this.
Yeah.
These 3 pieces of glass are from 1 piece of Cascade.
But it was a streaky, right?
Right, a streaky.
No, it's just Cascade.
Cascade.
Oh, I see it. I see it.
Yeah,
And I like
yeah,
too that it's kind of a cohesive collection right there, that it all,
really cool.
yeah, that it's
Yeah.
very cohesive as a collection.
Yeah.
She
That's
did. She
perfect.
did it to put it in the store so people could have a
Could
better
see.
vision of why they would want to buy a sheet of glass.
Oh, well, I think it
And different
accomplishes
houses,
that.
different ways of use it.
Mm.
Yeah. So
Yeah, no, that definitely accomplishes that. But even those little lines you put in there, Lori, with the, you know, the one on the right with the green stripe and then the fine is, I assume it's a blue line. It's like that. That's beautiful. I think you did a really great job, kind of with that composition too. There's your rule of thirds too, right, Kim? Is
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God, Lori, those are absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you.
I texted her a little while ago. I'm like, your ears must be burning because we're, you know, just gushing about your little sponges and things like that. So
I love this
Yeah.
piece. It is
Oh my goodness.
Urini's,
Yeah.
and they're put on one of Paul's.
like a huge stack mount.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Gail. Second.
That's cool. Maybe I could see that as a Christmas class, right?
I
It's
love 'em.
amazing that something that's so tiny can grow into something big like that.
I like it. I think it adds a lot. Do we have Babel still? Was she there, Kirsten?
Barbell?
Yeah, we learned.
Babel had to scoot, but I can tell you about her pieces if you'd like.
Please,
Yes,
yes,
please.
yes. Please.
So this kind of shows a collection of them with a wave in the background, and then a kind of an organic bowl and a more simple paced couple of bowls in terms of simple meaning just a simple slump shape.
Right.
But the composition of these is something that takes has quite a few steps and uses a lot of techniques that she uses repeatedly in her work. Has to do with working with powders, in the Carrie Minnick style, with inclusions, with shards and laces and bubble techniques, and yeah, cutting up pieces, putting them back together again.
Wow.
They're so inventive and they're so well designed,
Yeah.
and the subtlety is just off the hook, and I want one.
Me too. Since I'm not moving to an ocean, I feel like I need some ocean. You know, beach, please. Just saying. But and I
Yeah,
remember
they're pretty spectacular.
she showed us the one on the left, I think, one night when we were on Fusing Friday, that there's holes in that one on the left.
Right.
Yeah, I think if you, and the one on the bottom,
Oh, it has
there's
two.
holes too.
Oh, that's stunning.
Yeah, you can see them on the right.
Yeah, we have
Yep.
different views.
And there you go. That shows a little bit more of a
Yeah.
close up of that.
They are totally original.
Oops. Gotta take that one. It's a real estate agent.
Totally original.
Yeah.
Good. I'm in a Zoom Friday event. So,
And I think there's one more. If Kat can push the forward button. There you go. Nat shows it just a closer detail of
okay, cool. Very cool.
some of the components.
Yes.
She has magic here.
What? Oh, wait, hold on one second. I'm gonna go to the next one too. Okay. Hold on.
Pretty terrific.
There.
Okay, there you can see the holes and a lot of the different materials used.
So you've got to see her make these, Kirsten?
Oh yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah, yeah, yeah. They're fun to do. I've made a few. You know, she has such a distinctive style that you know, and each one is different.
Mm-hmm.
This is not a cookie cutter kind of thing at all.
Right. And they are big, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they go up to 24 inches. And you have to have a pretty good sized kiln, because as you can see, that might have started off as, say this one was 24. By the time you split it open and extend it with the holes in there, now you're even bigger.
Yeah.
Really amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish she had been able to stick with us because I wanted to tell her how fabulous they are.
Oh, I'm sure she would love to hear that.
Oh,
I can extend that to her though.
And
really
maybe on the
speak to-
playback when it's put up, she'll hear it there.
yeah. Yeah. They really speak to me.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah,
stunning.
they're lovely. They're lovely.
Those are the type of artists I wish I could touch them, and whatever they do rubs off on me.
Well, as many times as I've gone to her home and worked side by side with her, you know, there's a lot of inspiration that goes back and forth. But isn't that the nice thing? It's that,
It is.
you know, it's still our own.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is important, but it's beautiful.
Mhm. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Just stunning. Just stunning. Does anybody else have anything they want to show? Like hold it up to the camera kind of show, because that's the end of our slides.
I'm gonna let y'all talk amongst yourselves for a minute.
Okay. She got a business call she had to take.
Thank you, Diane, for coming. This was wonderful for you to show all the work that's going to be in the Houston hospital.
Oh,
Are you
you're
there,
so
Diane?
welcome, Sandy. Yeah, it was yeah, just an amazing project. You know, when they first contacted me, I had no idea what it would turn into.
Isn't that always the way? What have I done?
Indeed, indeed. And we really did create magic with the community.
That was cool.
Everybody, yes.
Yeah. I look forward to the storybook coming out.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. We're going to make it sort of a human interest kind of thing. So, you know, you don't have to know about fused glass or mosaic to enjoy reading about the process. And we'll have some information about the coral reef and what you can do to protect it. And, you know,
Are you going to write a diary about the process that you went through to get this done?
That
would be another job.
Useful, you know, I was thinking a how-to from start to finish would be a super useful thing to do, but I'm going to take a few weeks.
I would, yeah. Plus, you have another project coming on, you said.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Never a dull moment.
Yeah, yeah, it's right in our neighborhood, which is so cool. And I think that's one of the reasons why they selected me for the project, because I've been in this neighborhood for 29 years. You know, I'm in the same neighborhood as Helios, so we're going to do some sort of fused element for those, and we'll figure out what that's going to be.
Right, right.
Have you figured out your site yet?
I'm pretty sure of what I want, but that depends on the engineers and the neighborhood and, you know, what they want.
Right.
Does it have as tight a deadline on you?
2022.
Oh,
So
that's good.
I like that deadline, right?
Yeah, that seems doable.
It does.